Hello everyone, good morning. Mr. Abdurrahman is speaking with you. Mr. Abdurrahman is an English teacher from a Safa school department language. I will explain Unit 14 from Oxford Discover Get Ready Words. Before we start this session, I need to ask you one question before we start. Why do we use money? Why do we use money? You have to answer about this question. Get ready words. Bank, bank, bank. People save money by putting it in a bank. People save money by putting it in a bank. Currency, currency. Currency is a system of money that a country uses. Currency is a system of money that a country uses. Coins. I counted all my coins and I had enough to buy a candy bar. I counted all my coins and I had enough to buy a candy bar. Barter, barter. When people barter, they exchange goods without money. When people barter, they exchange goods without money. Copy, copy. You can copy an essay or a drawing on a photocopier. You can copy an essay or a drawing and a photocopier. How many bells? Bell, bell, bell. This is a dark L. Bell. How many bells are there in your wallet? How many bells are there in your wallet? Spend. Spend. I don't want to spend too much money. I like to save it. I don't want to spend too much money. I like to save it. Pay, pay. Let's pay for our milkshakes. How much do they cost? Let's pay for our milkshakes. How much do they cost? Let's pay for our milkshakes. How much do they cost? Borrow, borrow, borrow. Can I borrow some money from you? I don't have enough. Can I borrow some money from you? I don't have enough. Exchange, exchange. I would like to exchange this t-shirt for a different one. It's too big. I would like to exchange this t-shirt for a different one. It's too big. Oh, oh, oh. How much do I owe you for the book you bought for me? How much? How much do I owe you you for the book you bought for me? Oh. Oh, how much do I owe you for the book you bought for me? Lend. Lend. Can you lend me a little bit of money? Can you lend me a little bit of money? Can you lend me a little bit of money? The history of money. When did it all start? Between 10,000, 11,000, and 6,000 years ago, no one is completely sure when. People started exchanging cows, sheep, camels, and crops to get the things they needed. This is called barter. People barter one thing for another thing. Here's how it worked in the beginning. Hi, I need some flour to make bread. You have wheat. What can we exchange? Well, I have cows. How about I give you a cow for a field of wheat? It's a deal. From shields and feather to coins. Around 3,000 years ago, people decided the shells were a good form of money. But why? The answer is simple. Shells are beautiful, they are hot, and they don't break easily. So they last a long time. You can find shells everywhere, and that makes them precious. So shells became valuable. If people wanted something, they would give shells for it. Other people did the same thing with feathers. Next, about 200 years later, the first coin was invented in China. The coins were made out of metal. Nowadays, we have a small round coin, but back then they were made into different shape and different country. Later, people used precious metal like gold and silver to make coins in later, which is now part of country we call Turkey. A mixture of silver and gold was used to make coins, but guess what? Coins are heavy. If you had a lot of coins in your pocket all the time, that would make a hole. Printed money and paper money. About 1,200 years ago, the Chinese started to print money. But it wasn't paper money. They used leather from animal skins. It wasn't until 7th century that they decided to use paper. At, le- at last, the world had the first paper currency. The paper is light and easy to carry. If you had paper money, you wouldn't need so many coins. Strangely enough, it took many more centuries for other countries around the world to start using paper money. One of the problems with paper money was that it was easy to copy. Early banknotes or bills were printed in black and white. People 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 who could draw well could easily copy them. Now builds are careful. They have complicated designs which are often pictures or portraits of people. And the metal threads long thin lines that go across the belt that makes them very difficult for anyone to copy. Hey, how much are they? Are your peach? They're one piece of paper. What? That's great. Invisible money. We still have paper money and coins, but now we also pay for things electronically. Many people do their shopping online because now you can buy almost things you want on the internet. To pay electronically, we use plastic cards, including credit cards and debit card. Using one of these cards, tell the bank to pay another person's store or a restaurant, a restaurant for goods or service. We can borrow money from the bank this way too. The bank lent us money for a certain amount of time, and we pay back what owe them later. Maybe one day we won't needn't coins and will it at all. This page homework. Grammar in use. Grammar in use. We got. I will explain for you the sec. I will explain for you the second conditional. What does it mean if second conditional? The grammar F. When you study any grammar F, you have to know to something about this grammar, how to use it, or how to make a sentence. The grammar and real conditional use and the and real conditional talk about things that are not possible now. Just imagine, all right, how to make a sentence. You can start F. After that, you put past simple. Past simple, you put verb in the past, all right? All right. If I had, if I had enough money, I would, or this, uh, I would, I would buy a car. I would buy a car. So imagine an real situation, or that's real something, by the way, buy a car because he he don't have money, right? Have a car, right? You have something. You can start F and past sentence is the past simple, and you put verb in the past simple. The second sentence subject pronoun would, after that, a verb infinitive. All right, and you can say the first sentence would, and the second sentence F. You can say I would buy a car if I had enough money. When I put F in the second sentence, we don't put a comma, right? Like that. I would buy I would buy a car if I had enough if I had enough money, right? When you put the F in the second sentence, don't add comma. And we put F in the first sentence, you have to put comma to a separate between the sentence. All right. And you after F you put after past simple, second sentence, subject pronoun and will verb infinitive. Yes, yes. Okay. Uh, if I had like this example, we have to study this example. If I had a plane, I'd fly to Peru. This if we put after if past simple, the second sentence uh, subject pronouns would verb infinitive. When you see that I'd, you know, the abbreviation like would, all right? Would. If I had a plane, I would or I'd fly to Peru. If you had a plane, I'd this the letter T abbreviation number word would. All right. If you had a plane, I'd go with you. Okay. And we when you make a negative in the past simple, didn't, right? All right. Where is the sentence correct? If I have, no, no, no. If I had, because we put it's a second conditional or reconditions. Imagine we put verb in the past sample, right? If my friend, if my friend could fly a plane, we would go with a nurse bed. If I won, well, if I win, if I won, because in the second conditional we put after F, the past simple, Okay. The suffix. What does it mean of the suffix? The suffix is this can be added at the end of the some verbs a change to the verb into an adjective. The suffix we put after at the end of the verb. Alright? To change the verb and adjective. Like act. Alright? Act to show some play on the theater. Act. When we put suffix at the end of the verb to change the verb and adjective. Act when we put ive suffix to change an adjective active. Alright? Create is the verb when you put suffix at the end of the verb to change this word to adjectives. Alright? Like predict, predict. When you put this verb, when you put ive to change the verb, to create this verb, when you put ive suffix, adjective, attract. When you, this verb, when you put suffix to change the meaning of the word to adjective, it says when you this verb like on, like have, when we put ive at the end of the verb to change the meaning, right? Possessive this adjective. Okay, act, active, create this verb when you put suffix ive to change and adjectives. Okay, thanks for watching. Goodbye.